guys, so before you watch this video, this is future me from a few months ahead. I got kind of behind on life and editing videos and all that stuff, but I am back and I am going to be working on all these videos that I have to knock out. But I also want to give you guys a big heads up that this video is kind of lengthy. To grab a snack and maybe a notebook, write down everything that you would need so you don't forget anything, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a Larp packing video. So I am going to my Larp's first event of the year for this year, this upcoming weekend. You guys might see this that day that I'll be leaving on Friday. So I am packing currently right now on Sunday, on March 3rd, and I have a lot of stuff to pack. And I'm also trying to figure out what else I would need to pack over the week to make sure I don't forget anything. Now there's going to be certain things here that I will mention that I don't have packing right now because I'll still be using them throughout the week, and stuff like that. But yeah, and now let's get started with packing. I'm trying to figure out what I should pack first. Most importantly, you are going to need your kit or your garb and all your clothing that your character wears, and anything that helps show that that's who your character is. Like, for instance, my character is a moon elf, so one of the requirements for that was I had to have white skin. Any showing skin had to be white, and I also had to have elf ears to indicate that she was an elf. So I have that. I have makeup in this black bag over here that has my ears in there, has all my makeup that I used, my fake eyelashes, all that stuff. Yeah, so those are some of the most important things that you need to make sure that you have, is your clothing and the things that determine your race. So let's get started with the clothes. So my character wears a dress most of the time. This is like her main outfit. She wears this long red maroon colored maxi dress. It's long sleeve and it's like super long. I actually had to hem my dress because I was actually tripping on it a lot when we went and took like photo shoot pictures. Me and my fiance did that of our characters. But I kept tripping and my boots kept getting caught on the edge, like the end of them. So then that's when I learned, oh, this dress is kind of long and there's going to be lots of running. I don't know if I can run in this dress. So I had to hem it. This dress is kind of hard to fold, so it's probably not actually going to get folded when I put it in here. And honestly, I think I'm going to keep this near the top because I think I'm going to wear, like, my underclothes are going to keep me more warm to the event with my boots and possibly my cloak. I don't know. We'll see how cold it is because I'm not wearing my winter coat. Because I'm not. And yeah, here's my dress. Okay, and something that you do need to keep in mind is for the weekend that you are LARPing, keep track of what the weather is going to be like, how cold it's going to be, how hot it's going to be, or if it's going to be rainy, if it's going to be sunny, and that also determines on what you should make sure you bring, and the things that your character should be wearing during that time frame. So like I said, for this weekend it's going to be cold. It's supposed to snow and it's supposed to rain. So that's gonna be fun. But I am trying to make sure that I pack lots of layers and things that'll keep me warm and dry, and possibly a little something that might be like kind of like an extra outfit. I kind of came up with something last minute today that I could use as a second outfit, but I'm gonna have to make some of it over the week. But there are little things here and there that I have found that I'm going to use to make stuff with. And I just realized I left some of my other garb over there. But anyways, over my red dress and underneath my corset, which I have to grab because it's on the other side of the room, I have this black dress that's like kind of like an overdress. And here in the front it's got laces like a tunic would be tied up. So I thought that was like a nice touch. I actually had found this at my local thrift store. So I feel like that could be something that I could use to throw over my red dress just to make it different, or if my dress gets all wet and I need something else. I also will have other long sleeves that I'll be wearing underneath my dress and having extras of those just in case it rains, which most likely it probably will. Yeah, this is gonna go over my dress and with the corset, my belt, and everything else. Okay guys, so this is my underskirt that goes underneath my red dress that I normally wear. So this is just another skirt that I found at the thrift store. I am telling you, when you are starting out as a Larper, going to things like Amazon or the thrift store, and several different thrift stores actually, you can find a lot of different things that you could use. If you guys ever want a video on that, please let me know, and I will try to do my best on giving you tips on what to look for when you are going to the thrift store. So this skirt actually it reminds me a lot of like a pirate's skirt or like something like that. It's like a cream color. It's not really a white, it's more of like an off-white cream. It's got some detailing right here of some embroidery. This is like a very thick material. It's not really soft. It's kind of flowy, but not too flowy. There's like about 3 layers here alone without all the other stuff on top of it. So this really does a huge thing in keeping me warm. Next up is my fur shawl. So I actually made this out of some fake fur that we got at Hobby Lobby. We got like several feet of it. I don't even remember how much it cost, but I know we could use it for lots and lots of things. We actually made Tanner his own like little fur collar like thing. His isn't made to keep him warm though, like mine is. Mine's just another extra thing that I chose to make so that Kayla could stay warm. And then I added a little clasp thing and a chain at the end. I actually sewn that together, and this chain I also made where I had a little wooden bead at the end of it. Okay, so another important factor is having a belt. You can have 1 belt, you can have 2 belts, you can have as many belts as you want. I have 1 belt and I'm possibly going to add another. I haven't decided yet if that was something I wanted to do. I actually plan to rearrange my belts and actually take off a pouch because I'm going to let a friend use that. Use some of my pouches because he doesn't have any of his own, but that's a very important factor. In a LARP, you need stuff to be able to carry any items that you find, your coin, your money, your lights if you have them. Anyways, so this is my belt. You can't really see it, but anyways, I have some skirt hikes on there, little leather frog things that I made to hold my swords, a bunch of pouches that you saw in my unboxing video, goodness, from not that long ago. And yeah, so this is all the stuff I have on there. It's very heavy. That's also why I'm trying to decide if I want to incorporate another belt, just for that reason. But I will be packing this in a bit. I just got to pack some other things underneath that to, I don't know, there's stuff that I won't need right away when I get there. This is also, goodness, this is my underbust corset. So I got this off of Amazon, and for like $10 or something like that. It was very cheap compared to a lot of the corsets you would find on like costuming websites. A lot of those could range from like $40 and up. I just needed something cheap, just a little something to add that would still be comfortable, because this isn't leather, it's like a satin like fabric. It's like dark brown, it's laced up in the back, hooks together in the front. Yeah, that's also a very big thing for Kahila. What should we move on to next? Okay, so here is my cloak that I made. I just bought some wool from the Joann's fabric store, and we had an extra clasp thing that we had from making other things like Tanner's gambeson and whatnot. So this is Kahila's cloak. She doesn't have a hood on it, it just kind of wraps around, and then her fur shawl is going to go over that. Lots of people said that you will eat spackets when you are wearing a cloak because of how flowy it is, and well, if you get a spacket that hits your cloak, you will take the damage from that magic spacket, rather than if your sword were to hit you. If it doesn't actually hit your own body, it doesn't count. But yeah, enough about that. We can talk about that in a different video. Okay, let's talk about makeup and toiletries. So when you go LARPing, you are basically camping. So you would be packing everything that you would need as if you were going camping for a weekend. Me and my fiance personally will be staying in a cabin. We will not be staying in a tent. But that is just, sorry, I saw something on the floor, I was confused on what it was. So you definitely need to pack things that you would need as if you were going camping. So we are just going to be packing things we normally would pack for LARP, but normally you would pack like a tent or maybe a cot or an air mattress or anything like that. Okay, so you would have to pack a towel, a shampoo, conditioner, body wash, anything like that you would need to take showers, because you will get sweaty and you will get gross. And we don't want to smell that. Yeah, also a great alternative is getting lots of baby wipes if you don't feel very comfortable on actually showering there. At least wiping yourself down with some baby wipes. It's better than nothing. I personally like to pack them because I don't actually know if I would be showering because of how cold it's going to be, but I'm not positive exactly. I've never been to this camp before, so we'll see. You would need to pack any makeup or things for your character. I have all my my makeup in here. My ears are in here, all like the prosthetics, the glue, any tools I would need to apply that stuff. Like, because right here is my ears. Yeah, I cannot forget these. That is why they are actually in here. So that sort of thing doesn't happen. Okay, you would also need to pack any like medication that you may need, ibuprofen in case you get headaches or whatever type of medication you take for that. Any band-aids is what I have right here. These are the bigger ones, and then in here I have some smaller ones and some like the wipes you would wipe to disinfect a wound. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Yeah, so that is something to make sure that you would pack. Also a hairbrush for us ladies that have hair and, you know, need to brush your hair. Can't think of anything else that would be toiletry wise. Deodorant, you would need that. Toothbrush, toothpaste. Can't think of anything else, but any toiletries you may need. Okay, so next up we're going to talk about props. So if you have any props for your character, such as their weapons, I personally have these Viking swords from Epic Armory, but we got them off of Medieval Collectibles, because it is like a cheaper way to get them, and plus they are personally closer to us, so shipping was much faster, and it was about like $10 cheaper than if you were to get them on the normal website. I don't know why that is, but yeah. So these are my swords. They look exactly like, I don't know if you can really see them, but this is what they look like. And I will be dual wielding my swords, so like this, dual wielding. I am not doing any spells because personally my character I chose to where she cannot cast any sort of magical spells. Like she can't cast any spells at all. That is just something she cannot do. But yeah, my swords will not fit in a suitcase. Most likely they won't. Yeah, they won't even fit in Tanner's. I am going to put mine on top of my suitcase so that they are protected. I'm going to put them on the very top. Don't put anything on top of your swords to destroy them. Please, don't do it. Any other props you may have, if you are a spellcaster, make sure you pack your spackets. So spackets are a little bean bag like thing. So it's basically like a little small square fabric with about a tablespoon of birdseed, and you're going to close it off with like either another tie of fabric, tie it in a knot, or if you were to take rubber bands and just tie that tightly. That's what we did, so that if they were to come apart it would be easier. And the reason why they have birdseed in them and they can't be actual bean bags is so that if they were to get left behind, because sometimes that happens, the birds could actually eat the birdseed and they'll still be safe for all the animals. Yeah, so these are actually going to be Tanner's because I will not be doing any spell work. Like I said, Kahela can't do magic, but Sullivan can, so these are for him. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And a prop that we all have to have, well, they recommend it, I don't know if it's something that we have to have, but they want us to have a box that you put all your in-game stuff in, just like a little box that you keep nearby, so that if somebody, another character or something, were wanting to rob you or try to rob you, they could get like an arbiter and be like, hey, I'm going to try to rob this person. So that's going to be something that they would do. You are supposed to have a like box that has either a lock on it or some sort of way to indicate that it's locked. I don't know, something. Yeah. And they will try to actually break into your stuff to steal whatever it is that they're looking for. I think that's a very cool aspect, but I personally have a box that I have a little bit of items in that I will be keeping in there for Kayla and little knickknacks that she possibly has from her mom or just living with her parents, or just little things that she's had on the road. I don't know. So this is a little wooden box that I found at a thrift store when we went shopping to find Larp stuff. I was there to find anything I could possibly use for Larp. So this is my box. You can't really see it. Anyways, I think it was like an old jewelry box. It's just wooden. These are drawers, they slide open. So I have like little knickknacks like a bear claw, cause she was a hunter growing up, a wooden bracelet, little red stone, jewelry from her mom, things like that. You slide out and all that. So this is just a little something that'll hold some Kayla stuff. My character personally does a lot of writing, so she has a journal that she writes in pretty regularly, and she stops at campsites quite often along the way. Let me see if I can show this to you a little bit more. Okay, so hi. Here is Kayla's journal. So if you just open it up, she is written in it, she is drawn in it. I'm actually practicing calligraphy so that I could write in here as my character. I actually have these calligraphy pens and calligraphy ink. I drew like a little bird in there as a raven, because ravens are a little special something from her. I've already written in it a little bit so that I had some prep stuff, and then after each night at each event or just throughout the event I will be writing in it more, just so that she can remember what goes on. And this isn't just like a Kayla thing, this is more of a me thing, so that I can remember exactly what happened where, so that way I can develop my character a little bit more. Personally, that's just what I wanted to do. Also, a very important thing is lots and lots of socks and underwear. Mostly socks though, because your feet are probably going to get wet and dirty and sweaty and gross, and you never know, okay? Lots and lots of socks. Just a lot of socks. It's also a plus if your boots are waterproof, and you also want to make sure you have boots that you can move in. Nothing with heels, stuff like that. It's better that you can move around in them, and they also look very in period, in like just a subtle brown or black would definitely work. I personally have combat boots. That's just because that's what I like. I was going to use my black combat boots, but they are actually starting to fall apart, and they're kind of old, and I feel like if I did another event in them, they would just completely fall apart, like not even halfway through the event. I got boots. So I got boots that went up over my knee. They laced all the way up. I ended up having to close the clasp things on the top because I wasn't going to use them anyway, and they were just getting in the way and getting annoying, and they kept getting caught on my shoelaces, so that was something I had to modify. I had to cut off some of these shoelaces because they were so long. Like, I got these off of Amazon. The laces, oh my god. I had to cut maybe 2 feet off of them because they were just too long. but it's fine. I tucked in what little bit that I still had from where I tied them. I tucked them in so that they wouldn't get stuck on anything. And yeah, these are Kahela's boots. You'll also need your pillow and your blanket. Anything that you might be sleeping in. I don't know what you would be sleeping in, but do keep in mind that there are times where you will get raided in the middle of the night and have to fight something in the middle of the night. And I don't know, somebody attacks you and you're gonna wake up and you're gonna have to fight them, because do you really want to die? I don't think so. So make sure you have comfy stuff and your weapons on hand right by you. Oh, also pack your money that you'll be buying your food at the tavern with, or if you are bringing your own food and snacks, make sure you have packed those too. Hey guys, if you liked this video, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you thought and any other things that I could possibly pack, or if this helped you any. And also, if you liked this video, you can also give my channel a subscribe and hit the bell, and that way you're notified every time I upload something. Lately I've been trying to upload 3 days a week. If anything, it would be Monday and Friday. It would end up being 2 days a week, and I try to post on Wednesdays as well. Okay guys, so I'll see you in my next video, and maybe Tanner will be in this one. I don't know, we'll see what video we're going to come out with next. I don't know, but we'll see you guys in our next one. Bye guys.